Elegant family, welcome again to another episode on the Winnie School of Elegance channel. Today we're going to be talking about something very interesting. Like you may already know, I am currently sitting in a car, which means that we're going to be discussing all things car etiquette. If you're an elegant person who owns a car, then this video is certainly for you. But before we go right into the discussion for today, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, now would be a good time for you to join our community. If leveling up is something that you're all about, then definitely this is a community for you to be a part of. And we've also activated the membership feature on our channel. If you want to support us with a tiny little stipend every month, you can join our membership club, and what you do is you pretty much support the channel with a tiny stipend, which would go a long way in helping us to continue to produce quality content for you all. And the perk that you get alongside that would be you get priority response to all of your comments, and you would also have an emoji by the side of every comment that you leave in the comment section that lets everyone know that you are a community member. So please go ahead and join our membership. It will mean a whole lot to us. Without further ado, let's get right into the video of today, shall we? So guys, I'm supposed to have taken off my glasses, but it's quite sunny here and my eyes are quite sensitive to light. Pardon me, I'm going to wear these sunglasses throughout this video. Just focus on what I'm saying, okay? Thank you. The kind of car that you drive is not what determines whether you are an elegant person or not. You can have the most expensive car, but still not drive elegantly. There are certain things that an elegant person must observe or do to be considered an elegant person that drives. So if you're watching this video and you have a car, then you must listen to all of the tips that I'll be sharing today, because it may come in handy one way or another on your driving journey. There are some tips that help you stay classy and very elegant when you are driving on the busy streets of whatever country that you come from. And if you drive in Nigeria, you know so well that arming yourself with the right tips would actually help you navigate your way through the craziness of the busyness of the streets of Lagos, especially Lagos. But of course, the tips I'm about to share with you right now applies to whatever kind of car you're driving and wherever it is that you're driving the car, okay? The very first tip that I've put down here on my list will be for you to keep your car clean and organized at all times. This one is a no-brainer. An elegant person is someone who is very clean and who is very organized. It's a super turn off for someone to walk into your car as an elegant person, and then you have your car very dirty, scattered, disorganized, is smelly, unkept, has things that don't belong in the car. And that's absolutely not okay. So if you're an elegant person, you want to always ensure that you have a proper cleaning routine for your car. At least wash your car 3 times or 4 times a week, and ensure that your car is well organized as well. Your car is not a storage bin. It's not a place where you store things. Your car is supposed to take you from one place to another. So that's the only purpose for which you have a car. So the only things that should be in your car are things that actually help you stay comfortable when you're commuting from one place to another. The second point that I've put down here for an elegant person who owns a car would be for you to obey traffic rules. Now, a lot of people, and I'm speaking for some people who actually drive in Lagos, Nigeria, a lot of people actually did not go to driving school. Some people learned how to drive from their fathers, their uncles, their friends or brothers and sisters and whatnot. And I always say that the importance of going to a proper driving school is a driving school actually teaches you the signs, the traffic signs. A lot of people do not know the different traffic signs that exist. For us to put this to a test, I'm going to put some traffic signs on the screen here, here, and here. If you're able to clearly answer what these traffic signs mean, then maybe you're well on your way to knowing what the traffic signs are. But if not, I would advise that you go online and educate yourself on the different traffic signs so that you are always abiding by the rules of the traffic. It's actually very important for yourself and for other road users as well. You don't want to go on the road and because you are not observing the right traffic rules, you are causing a lot of chaos and may even cause an accident on the way. So it's always important that you not just know the traffic rules and regulations, but then you are also observing them as well. An elegant person always observes traffic rules, okay? Everyone would agree with me that one of the most annoying and most irritating things ever, especially if you live in Lagos, Nigeria, is when people go about their day. You literally will see someone in their car and they are honking. People literally use their car horns to communicate or express their rage and frustration on the road. So someone is pretty much obstructing them and they know that that person may literally would clear out of the way in 5 seconds. But they don't have that 5 seconds of patience. So they go ahead and use their horn to get the person to get out of the way, instead of them to just simply exercise just a little tiny bit of patience. Car honking is actually a hazard. It's a taboo. You only use your car horn when it is absolutely necessary. An elegant person does not misuse the feature of the car horn. A car horn is supposed to be used when it is absolutely necessary. You shouldn't press it at every given opportunity you have. For example, you see a pedestrian trying to cross the road and you can see that the person is actually a little bit confused. Instead of it, you just have a little bit of patience and let the person just go through. You want to use your horn to destabilize the person even further. Only use your car horn when it is absolutely necessary. I know sometimes someone may be in danger or you may be trying to help signal someone not to move or do something that would put them in danger. That's a good reason to use your car horn. But apart from that, keep the usage of your car horn to the minimal, like to the barest minimum, because it's actually considered hazardous when you're using your car horn unnecessarily, okay? The next point that I've put down here on my list for elegant road users would be no cursing and no road rage. Elegant people never curse. Elegant people never rage. When you're about to step out of your house in your car, you need to put on a whole new mindset. Take on the mindset of sanity and calmness. And as you drive on the road, assume that you are the only sane person and everyone else is crazy in their brains. That way, you are able to maintain a lot of patience with other road users and just maintain your calm. Now, what you don't know is other road users may be facing challenges or things that you know nothing about. Someone may be distracted in their mind. Something may just be happening. So you need to allow room for other road users to misbehave, in quotes, because sometimes you are the one who would misbehave. Believe it or not, sometimes we misbehave. Something may be happening to us and we tend to just misbehave. Maybe stop when we're not supposed to. Just something would happen. If you want someone else to accord you some patience and just give you the time you need to get yourself together, why are you not according other people that same respect? Or why are you not according them that same leniency? So elegant people never rage on the road. Elegant people never showcase any form of anger. They are, no matter what's happening, they maintain their calm at all times. And regardless of the situation, calmness is the only way to settle or solve a problem. Okay, the next point that I've put down here, which is somewhat related to the other point, would be no fighting with other road users. No fighting. When someone hits your car, you expect, oh my God, why did you come? Why did you hit my car? Why did you? No. An elegant person never does that. You must again ensure that you are maintaining your cool and your calm at all times. And even if someone has hit your car or you're the one who has hit someone's car, there is a calm, polite way to settle the issue, regardless of who they are. And if you know that you can't personally settle the issue, maybe look out for the nearest road safety personnel on the road and just involve them in the matter and have them settle the issue amicably. But an elegant person never ever fights with other road users on the road, okay? The next point that I've put down here for elegant road users would be for you not to eat and drive. This one is actually a really big pet peeve of mine, and I'm saying don't eat and drive not because of personal reasons but because of safety reasons. When you're eating and driving, you're somewhat distracted, and you have to always remember that you are not the only one on the road. There are other people on the road, and you have to be concerned about the safety of these other people as well. So when you eat and drive, you're distracted, you're multitasking, and your attention is taken away from the road, which is not a safety precaution. If you must eat on the road, it's always advisable for you to park the car, take your time, and eat before you continue your journey. Elegance actually requires that you pay attention to how you eat. You don't just eat mindlessly. So it's even a taboo in the elegant world for you to eat and drive, or for you to eat and do anything else. But for safety precautions, ensure that you do not eat and drive for your safety and the safety of other road users as well. Park the car by the side of the road, enjoy your meal, and continue the journey. Or if you have someone else in the car who can drive, you can simply ask them to take over the driving while you go to the passenger side and enjoy your meal. But at no point should you be found eating and driving as an elegant person, okay? The next point that I've put down here, and this one is a very important point for so many reasons, especially for the precaution reasons, safety precaution reasons. This one is keep your hands free while driving. And under this point, I said avoid video or phone calls. Avoid texting. If you have a map, or if you're using a map to drive, ensure that your phone is not on your hand. Get a device and place your phone on that device where it's at almost same eye level with your steering and the road as well. So, and then once in a while you can just look at the map. But don't have the map in your hand and get so engrossed in it. And then, of course, before you start your journey, punch in your destination on the map app and then just have an overview of what the road navigations look like before you start the journey, so that you're not doing that while you are driving. This one is actually very important for safety reasons. You want to ensure again that you're maintaining all of the safety precautions that you can maintain as much as possible, because you are dealing with other road users as well. So keep your hands free as much as possible. Ensure that you are not, I know a lot of people who actually like to take photos and videos while they're driving. I don't think that that's actually proper right etiquette for so many obvious reasons, especially for safety reasons. Please and please and please, it's important that you're maintaining this safety precaution while you're driving. The next point on my list for elegant road users would be for you to ensure that at no point while you are driving do you stop your car to greet another road user while you have other road users behind you blocking them from moving through. I think that that's the height of disrespect, and that's the height of breaking traffic rules and regulations. This one is the most annoying thing ever, and it's actually very common practice in Lagos, Nigeria. You will see a car parked in front of you and you would wonder if there's something wrong with the car, only for you to realize that this person is just maybe greeting someone else that's either walking on the road or even driving a car. I think that that's very rude behavior, and that's totally unacceptable. It's totally unacceptable for you to stop and greet a person on the road and block other road users as well. If you must greet a person, park your car, give room for other road users to pass through, park your car, come down and greet who you want to greet. Don't block the other road users because you want to say hello or hi to someone. And if you don't want to step out of your car, you can simply just pick up your phone and call the person and say hello to them. Okay, so the next point that I've put down here on my list would be for you to not apply makeup while you're driving. This is also something that is absolutely wrong. Apart from it just not being a polite code of conduct, it's also something that is very dangerous to do while you are driving. Because again, you are multitasking and you are not fully concentrating on the road or on your driving. and that is not okay. So ensure that you're not applying makeup. And then applying makeup as an elegant person while driving also shows that your life is kind of a little bit chaotic. Because if you have your life put together, there is no way you would be applying makeup while you were driving. You should apply that before you left your house. If you must apply makeup in the car, don't be the one doing the driving, okay? Or wait until you have gotten to your destination before you start to wear the makeup, or park by the side of the road before you start the makeup, okay? It's important. The next point that I've put down here on my list for elegant road users would be for you to be very considerate of other road users. Give people space to go through. I've noticed this especially in Lagos, Nigeria, guys. Like, have you ever been on the road and then just as you're driving and then you notice someone is about to, especially when you're in traffic, someone is about to bump their head or their car head into your lane, and the next thing you rev your you rev your accelerator and you're like, no, you cannot get in front of me. That's not okay. That's not okay. Let people go through. You will still get to your destination. What's the rush? What's the rush? Be nice and kind to other road users. Let them pass. There was something that I experienced when I traveled to South Africa. I think the last time I traveled, and I noticed something that really caught my attention and I was very impressed about. As we were leaving the airport, the driver who came to pick me up, I noticed that as we were about to leave, there was a long traffic in the car park because there were lots of people who were leaving at the same time. But the traffic was moving. The cars were moving gently and slowly. So as we approached the point where we were trying to figure out what was causing that, what was causing the slow movement, I realized that the people, the human beings themselves, so there were two lanes, right? There was a lane from this position and there was a lane from this position. Two cars were coming from this lane and cars were coming from this lane as well. So in Nigeria, what you expect is like, I beg, this one, I don't agree, you don't agree, you agree, you agree. But what was happening in that scenario was, as one car passed from this lane, the next car on this lane would stop and wait for the one car to pass from the other lane. And then they just kept interchanging it like that. And guess what? There was no road safety, no personnel controlling the traffic. The human beings just knew to let one car pass one at a time. And before you knew it, the cars were moving gently, gradually, slowly, like that. I was quite impressed. So when I reached out to the driver and I said, oh wow, so this is what was causing the traffic. He said, no, this is not traffic, that this is like normal standard behavior. One person lets one other person go, and before you know it, everyone is going to go. And I was very impressed. The guy was wondering why I was shocked at what was happening. I'm like, in my country, this doesn't happen. Everyone wants to rush and go at the same time, and no one wants to give room for the other person to go through. And I think that that's absolutely wrong. So I was quite impressed at what I observed in the car park in South Africa. And I was like, I wish Nigerians would emulate this behavior, because it would actually make life a whole lot easier on the road. So be very considerate to other road users. Let them pass if they must. That 1 second or 2 seconds that you would pause and wait for someone to pass is not what's going to delay you from getting to wherever it is you're going to. And the last point that I've put down here for my elegant road users would be, if you're riding in another person's car, please and please abide by their rules. Okay? If someone has a rule or policy for you commuting in their car, please abide by it. If someone says no sleeping in the car, please don't sleep in their car. If they say no eating in their car, please don't eat in their car. I've entered someone's car who says that I must step my feet on a newspaper. Like they literally would lay newspaper on the floor of the car, and they're like, my feet must not pass that newspaper. And I'm like, okay, you have to obey the rules. If their rule is no loud music, you must obey their rules, okay? Now, those are all the tips that I have for my elegant road users. If there's anyone I missed peradventure, please kindly leave me a comment in the comment section down below so that we can continue this conversation from there. I'll see you guys in another video. Until then, remember to stay very elegant. Take care, guys.